Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gillesmansillon. Welcome to my channel. I'm an artist and spiritualist, and I come to discuss transcendental psychology. We are moving closer to the great galactic new year on the 26th of July and the August 8th portal, the Lion's Gate on August 8th. For now, we're in the next couple of days. The moon is going to traverse Cancer, so it's going to be a lot of deep emotions. Just if the universe gives you a cup, don't refuse it. Just accept it. Don't let your emotions just overtake you. Also, during those times, it's really focusing on they may be deep feeling, but focus on the home base, on the heart, on the good feeling thoughts. For the Galactic New Year and the August 8th portal will be very, very powerful this year. It is the alignment of the sun, the golden sun, the blue sun of Sirius, and the galactic center. So all of those will be activated. They're actually intelligent living beings that you can communicate with. You can talk to the sun as a friend. You can talk to the Sirius as a friend. You can talk to the galactic sun as a friend, the great central sun. And there is the activation of the alignment with the star Regulus, which is a fixed star, the heart of the lion. Very powerful awakening this year. It's going to be a new birth, a new earth. The 12th chakra alignment into the 13th chakra alignment into the 13th dimension that will keep all of our chakras aligned. We'll have we're gonna realize a much deeper level of permanent connection with our soul and much more revelation about our star families and connection to the stars. So this permanent is going to be very permanent. We need to move from mind-centered being to heart-centered being. And so for the mind is very useful. It's like, but it's not useful to process emotion. It's like, it's just to interpret things as they come, to figure out, for Immanuel Kant in the Critique of the Pure Reason explained, everything is given through the intuition, and the mind finds a relative perspective which makes sense within the coherence of our life. But the mind is really the lower mind is useful, but it is far more useful to be heart-centered and to allow the emotions needs to be felt. And if we analyze emotion, we lose the connection to the good feeling thoughts. We've been tested and proven successful in the process, and we've been tested and tested and tested. It's like a soldier is going to be sent into a war zone. It's like it has to be tested and prepare for all contingencies. For we're not going to go into a war zone. We're going to go into fifth dimension. But we need to be tested and prepared. We do not know what that will be, but our soul knows. So allow yourself to be guided and led and taught. Keep your mind open, your heart open each and every day, so your soul can provide for you the education and preparation that acclimates you to create this acclimatation to this new frequency of joy, of pure freedom. And so we have all kinds of old conditioning that comes from the past, that comes from the judgment of others. We have to let go and heal of that, and we need to return to our sovereignty and flow and balance our strengths and weaknesses. Accept it all. We of course we want to augment our strengths and diminish our weaknesses, but we all have strengths and weaknesses, and our strengths balance our weaknesses. So once you can accept all your strengths and weaknesses, you're not in a fight with yourself or in a state of deception because you have weaknesses and you do not want to see that weaknesses. So it's about no, you are enough and you are loved as you are, and own your mistakes, own your weaknesses. Do not partake in the weakness of others or the judgment of others, but own them. It's by owning them that you will be able to diminish them. And do not be in judgment with yourself. Just align, just forgive, transmute, let go, release, and feel the empowerment. As soon as you accept ourselves, we accept ourselves as we are, just as we are, with all our strengths and weaknesses. That is when the great power, this great deal of empowerment and sense of acceptation and of that divine source that is the truth of who we are. That is not in any form judgment or. Yet the soul will always push us to move forward and release all kinds of lower energies, but be in the acceptation of where you are, and then you'll see that it will flow a lot easier. Well, thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I share my paintings there, and I might just return to Twitter as well. For the past is the destiny. We've been anchored within our destiny. The destiny is unfolding. It's about to unfold. It's like triumph of the light. It is right in front of us. It's already been created within. It's just a matter of tuning in and give us the time to to let it unfold. For the present is friendship, this great bond of friendship, to be true, to be sincere, to be there for our friend, but to know we have invisible friends as well, and to be true to God is a friend, and the Christ is a friend, and not of course God can be worshipped, but everybody should be taken on the level of friendship. The planet is a friend, the sun is a friend for friendship, and then we're going to create communities. I'm going to talk about this a little bit. It's like the light working communities and the way showers. They're in every gender. They're men and women. They're in every religion. They are in every race. They are in every social groups. Social caste. They are in every profession. So they transcend this divine this brotherhood, sisterhood of the light, transcend all that. It does not mean that men cannot get together, a group of men or women. Sometimes can be very useful that women get together with just women, or that you gather together with just people that share a religion, for instance, religious group or professional. Or it's like for me, it's like when I opened the gallery when I was in Los Angeles, I was very much surrounded by artists. But now, if I open a new gallery, I want to cultivate my relation to all the collectors. It's far more useful. I learned a lot. So there's still some priorities. You have to define your priorities. Yet to never judge a book by its cover. Judge people by what they say, what they do. Not judge, but you can see where they are at, and then the communion will be on. There will be many people from all those spheres that are part of this great connection to the unity, and we share similar intent to create this peace on earth, and we're creating that for this friendship, through the bond of friendship, and that is happening through the God source. For God is the part that we all share in this process. So what's coming in the future is hope. We're gonna go a great renewal in the sense of hope, and then hope we will move into. Then we'll have certainties. Right now we're focusing on our dreams to make our dreams come true. And it is very important to continue to cultivate our dreams. And what's coming up in the future is confidence, trust. It's like the more we trust, the faster it will come. Now, of course, if we doubt, it will take a little bit longer. For it's like for it is important to see to understand that they can no longer fool us. Once you awaken, all this media and all those propaganda cannot. They can no longer fool us. It's so obvious. Why they're trying to vaccinate everybody and to enforce those programs like in the biggest hurry? It's because they know they're completely losing control. So hold on to your truth. Do not let yourself be. So they will be swayed by those illusionary tyrannical control, and all of the executant, the lower executant of those dark programs are actually dark extraterrestrial that took on a human form. But there's going to be a natural selection. God is going to split there's going to be a natural selection, a natural separation between those who have good intentions, that are true human beings, and those who are just parasites on the system that have been allowed to come in. And so do not worry about that. And do not let anyone tell you about your future, about your timeline. It is your choice. Whoever makes a prediction is like even me. Just do not listen to me. Listen to your own choice. Let's choose for yourself. Choose. But right now we want to create. Let's co-create together for the power of co-creation. We should agree that we want to create a future of joy, of abundance, of freedom, and of peace for the earth. Let's make this collective agreement. For some people will prefer servitude and following the dictates of their master. But for us, as light workers, teachers of light, we want to be free. But outside of creating this imagining, visualizing, as it is already done, this future of peace, joy, abundance, freedom for the earth and all its population, we're creating it for all those who will be. We're already paving the way for all those who want to step into that common sense agreement of the highest good of all, and that point of freedom. So we want to co-create that timeline together, yet make your own choice and allow others to make other choice if they choose. For we want to keep our own power. It is our free choice, free will, and we have the opportunity to choose something else than all of this propaganda, this mediatic propaganda. For if nothing is happening, sometimes we feel like we're a bit empty, and just call on your creator, call on the higher forces of light, call on Mother Earth, call on the planets, call on the stars. They will respond. It's just reactivate, and we need to learn to feed from the great light, from the great central sun. And so for the golden rose, for this Milky Way galaxy, is becoming the golden rose galaxy eventually. Nothing below the fifth dimension. There is a process of elevation of all the millions and billions of star systems that are in the Milky Way that will be elevated. For the galactic center holds the 100th dimension, and you want to communicate. You can go there already. You don't need to say, well, I need to go through the fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh. Just communicate from heart to the galactic center. And I know that it is like when you go within that space, it's a practicing ground. It's very, very powerful. The galactic center it's a vast space. It's huge, and this galactic center will assist you. This great central sun will assist you in creating this vast space of inner space within you to expand your inner self. And it is really it's really a consciousness that is posing between intention and manifestation. All things are becoming possible, and so. And all things can be experienced there as a testing ground. So for it is a time for joy and blessing. Bless yourself, bless others. When you have the intention of blessings, you're asking God to do something good for someone else or for yourself. And if chaos manifests in your life, it is not your chaos. Do not get involved. Do not get concerned by the chaos that may be manifested around. And what you want to do when this great void is created, this great inner space is created, you want to fill it with the light of God, with the love of Source. It is important to continue to activate and to utilize your power of Creator, to activate that just through your intentions and plant the energy, the vision, and the realization of peace on the earth. For we're doing that collectively. For if we can connect to 1,000 people in activating this vision of peace on earth, then I'm asking each of the 1,000 people that listen to those messages to send it to another 1,000 people, and don't have to call them individually. Just say, well, I want 1,000 people that I may know to visualize, to receive the energy of peace on earth. Then we are 1 million people that are receiving and anchoring that energy. It will accelerate the process. And if you're still wondering about anything when there's going to be this great portal opening on the Galactic Center, and just ask the Galactic Center, ask the great central sun to guide you, to show you, for those are great cosmic beings that are here in assistance to all, and they have so much. Their nature is the light. So, well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to pull a few cards. The highest wisdom is the respect of the rule, the alignment with the law of one, the law of God, the law of truth, the law of beauty, the law of goodness. For all of it aligns when we let go of all the limited mind. We have to move away from the mind and receive that which is already created in the heart. What we need to understand is the orphan, to accept the fact that we are emerging out of this cocoon, that we feel like we've been abandoned by God, but God has never abandoned us. It is just we created with our power of Creator this separation that is an illusion. So it's about we're going to return to finding our place in the world, and this connection, this new birth, this new earth will be created. It's like going to be an abundance of energy by August 8th, but already feel it now and prepare yourself for the receptive of that divine energy. And what we need to do is the higher power, to work with those higher power, to work with the higher light, to work with the invisible kingdom, to co-create with the Creator, to utilize invisible resources. For we all on a different path, but choose your timeline and then flow with the timelines. And the outcome is breathing in and out, to be serene, to be at peace, to be joyful, just to be breathing. It's already wonderful. If we start breathing, we're gone. We leave that dimension for now. We are the breather, and so do not read. Even if you have to wear a mask because of your work or whatever, just drop it sometime. Take a few deep breaths, and it's very important to continue to breathe. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I want to wish you a really good day. I'm going to sing this song. It's an old song from the 80s, from The Cure. I used to love them when I was younger. I used to listen a lot to the Cure, U2, The Smiths, Sinead O'Connor when I lived in Los Angeles. And I'm very guided this morning. I'm going to reopen a gallery in Los Angeles, city that's always been good to me, and I know it will be fun to go back there. So the song goes like this. Show me how you do that trick, the one that makes me scream, she said, the one that makes me laugh, she said, and threw her arms around my neck. Show me how you do it, and I promise that I'll run away with you, I'll run away with you. Spinning on that dizzy edge, and I kissed her face, and I kissed her head, and dream of all the different ways I had to make her glow. Why are you so far away, she said, why don't you ever know that I'm in love with you, that I'm in love with you? You, soft and only you, lost and lonely you, strange as angels, dancing in the deepest ocean, twisting in the water, you're just like a dream, you're just like a dream. Daylight licked me into shape, I must have been asleep for days, and moving lips to breathe a name. I opened up my eyes, and find myself alone, alone, alone above a raging sea that stole the only girl I loved and drowned her deep inside of me. You, soft and only you, lost and lonely you, just like heaven. It's a really nice song I know it's going to be fun, Los Angeles. I'm looking forward to go back to there. But it's like we have to mourn the old. Sometimes it's okay to feel the loss of something, this orphan, this separation of these 3D habits. But there is so much more that is coming, so just do not let yourself just accept the fact that the faster we allow the change and trust our soul and spirit, the faster we allow to be guided. The more unity we can feel, the greater our experience, and the more we release the resistance to change, the faster we'll find that point of freedom. And the card of the day is the Revelation, the Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual fulfillment, to enlighten the path of someone else. Finding the answers to your questions through meditation. So it's very much being attuned, meditation, to be attuned, to be in a receptive mode, and to allow your intuition to communicate to you all those wonderful information that will continue to flow. And it's going to be very, very abundant by the August 8th until the 12th even. For portal will remain open. I will talk more about this, but this portal, this July 26th to August 8th, we're getting ready for that right now. We're just about to traverse this moon in Cancer, so it'll be very. Do not let yourself be overwhelmed by emotion. Just stay focused, stay close to home. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.